Black History Month. Some of you all may know that I decided to boycott Spotify. I talk about that, the clarification of my reasons in my stories. So please go watch, because the news picked it up, which I honestly did not expect, but they're not exactly clear about why I personally want to boycott Spotify. So I cleared it up the best I could in my stories. I cleared it up. So go check that out. And all of this is also coming on the tails of another story I posted about 2 weeks ago, calling the music industry trash. People said that I accused the music industry of being racist and sexist and deceitful. And I want to clarify some things. It's not an accusation, it's wisdom. And I'm not the only person who can confirm this for you. All of my friends in the business have had extreme challenges, and they see it. They know what this is. The same racism and sexism and deceitfulness that exist in this world at large is in the music industry, and where it is in all of the corporate structures, it's in the music industry, which is a huge corporate structure too. But the music industry is completely unchecked, because there's a reason why the Me Too movement didn't hit the music industry, because all that stuff goes unchecked. Okay. And so on one of my slides in that story that I posted about the music industry being trash, and I actually said sheer and utter trash. One of the slides I posted there, I said, I will never heal from all of it because it has shaped my life in ways that I can't get back. And I want to clarify that. I feel like anybody who has an emotional life is going to go through things that changes the shape of who they are, and they can never return to what they were. Time does that in and of itself. But relationships do that. Becoming a parent does that. Losing a child does that. The death of someone close to you does that. Extreme, tumultuous experiences, positive or negative, do that. They change us. And that's what I meant when I said I will never heal from it all, because I will never be that again. I had a vision of having my first child in my mid to late 30s, but I didn't. I can't go back to my mid and late 30s and do it. I can still have a child now, should I so choose. But I didn't have what I wanted. It shaped my life in different ways. And because all of my energy was going into pushing so hard to be seen in the industry that didn't really want me to be seen. It was a hard push. But it's like that for some artists, because the industry is built for some certain types of people and not for others. But I'm still here, and I pushed and I got some of what I wanted, a lot of what I wanted, at the expense of other things, like developing friendships, like deeper friendships and stuff like that. And I can't get that time back, and that's what I meant. But I don't go cry myself to sleep at night because of these things. I absolutely love who I am. And I would be who I am and take all the stuff that's been hard about my life. I would still take that stuff to be who I am. And when I said I was so pretty and didn't even know, and I said the music industry had me blind to my beauty, I want to talk about the way I use language in this context. For me, pretty is how your eyes, nose, and lips line up. Beauty is all of those things that make up a person. That is their beauty. And so go look at the pictures. Go look at me from the early 2000s. I look like I should have been modeling for Benetton or something like that. Like eyes and bone structure and hair and flow. Like I was doing a thing that was special. But that aside, when I talked about the music industry making it so that I couldn't see my beauty, I was talking about something else too, beauty. So I just want to say, it's been really interesting with this this boycotting of Spotify thing. I see some bots and trolls and what I think might be self-appointed Joe Rogan street team here. They say stuff like, well, who are you? Who is that? Nobody even listens to your music. We don't know you. Blah, 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 blah. But let me tell you who I am on this 2222. My name is India Arie Simpson. That is my birth name. So I don't have a stage name because I was born for this. Over the last 20 years, I've released 8 albums, all completely populated with songs that are of a high consciousness, songs about humanitarian love, the interconnectedness of humanity. One of the most common reoccurring themes in my work is self-love. I've sold upwards of 10 million albums. I've been nominated for 25 Grammys. I've won 4. And I was a voice for a lot of people whose stories were never told. And I was telling those stories 20 years ago before it was popular, and I had to push really hard to be heard. Thank God for the label executive who was there at the time, Kadar Massenberg, because without him, I wouldn't have been heard. And so my mother is a high-level creative. When I came into the industry, she started making all of my clothes. So go back and look. All the stuff that even looks like it was by a high-end designer is because it was, and it was my mother. All of it. My father was a professional athlete who, anybody who knows athletes have world-class discipline. So I was born of a world-class creative and a person with world-class discipline, and it taught me that I could be whatever I wanted to do and be, and I came out here and I did it and I be it. That's who I am. So I'm affirming me today on this 2222. And I also want to affirm you. To ask yourself, aside from your pretty, to affirm for yourself, what is your beauty? I like that. Aside from your pretty, what is your beauty? And the industry made me feel if I didn't live up to their metrics, which were, how high did you get on the Billboard chart? How closely do you align with these Eurocentric concepts of pretty? How many albums did you sell? Did you win the award? Did you win the Grammy? Did you win the American Music Award? Did you win? Those are the things that people would affirm was what made you valuable, what made you beautiful. I was born into beauty. I just told you about my mother and father. If I told you about my grandmother, my great-grandmother, and the lineage I come from, you'd understand why I am what I am, why my beauty is so potent. That incantation is so powerful. And a message for you to remember, you're pretty, but also, what is your beauty? Write it down in your journal today. What is your beauty? That's good. And so, I'm remembering who I am, and I'm taking my self-definition and my power back from all these outside forces over the years. And so I make videos like this, like the ones you see on my IGTV, where I've talked about these things before. I've talked about Spotify before. I've talked about streaming before. I've talked about the disproportionate pay for Black artists as opposed to non-Black artists. I've talked about all this stuff before. And the reason why I say it is because I remember who I am. And whoever is listening, and who's not listening is not listening, but I'm saying it because I love myself and because that's what I need. And because I tried not speaking it for a long time and it did nothing but just make me feel sick. So I speak my truth because I am loving the way that it's shaping my life. So please do go look at my stories about Spotify, and so that you can hear really what my thoughts are around pulling my music off. There's more to say, because getting the music off has been a fight. But I'm trying, because it's what I want. Don't just read the news stories. Go look at what I'm telling you. They're getting it incomplete. And some of it is wrong. So, I'm happy for those stories, though, because it's nice to be heard. But go check out the full truth. And check out the full truth of you. Because that's good. All right, y'all. Happy Black History Month. Happy 2222. I love those numbers. And sending a whole lot of love to all of y'all. All right.
Hi, you guys. So I just wanted to touch on this story about Arie. Now, I just really wanted to say, go to her Instagram page and you will see a green button, and you can click on there, and you will see why she decided to pull her music off of Spotify, because some people may confuse the story with the other artists who are wanting to pull their music because of COVID, misinformation regarding COVID. Now, Arie, I guess in her research of this guy, found some old videos of him saying a bunch of racially charged stuff. And see, this is what I was saying to you guys with that Tasha K situation. People need to understand there are people on YouTube, because he has videos here on YouTube as well. I don't know if the racist videos are the ones that are up, because I don't listen to him. I've seen him before, but I'm not clicking on his stuff. I don't know if the videos in question are here on YouTube, but I'm more than likely they are, because he has a page here. And this is why I'm saying, don't do all that righteous foolishness with Tasha K, but then y'all don't have none of that for the rest of these people, because there's people out here doing way worse and saying way worse. Okay, and I can only look out for my own, and that's it in that song. But I think that people need to be making complaints to YouTube of why this guy is here as well. If we want to start complaining about everybody and acting like we so righteous about language, and we so righteous about telling the truth. But like I said, I don't want to make this about myself. I would say just go over to her page so you can hear her out as to why she pulled her music, or she's asking for her music to get pulled. I think she's saying that she's having issues with it coming down. Let me know what you guys think about this story. Now, this started, I guess, some other artists wanted their music pulled because of him making comments about the vaccine, right? So, but let me know what you guys think on both sides about the vaccine and about the racism. And I'll see you in the next video.